Hello and welcome to Robotics with Om sir. In this video, we'll see how to draw plus sign using sprites. So firstly, we have opened Mblock 5 application. Then we'll give the name for this program like plus sign. Okay. Then, so in last session, I think we have seen how to find x and y values for sprites. So like the position of the sprite is that this one. So at this point the value of x will be minus 200 and value of y is 100. So we'll start with the pane extension. So firstly we have to click on extension, then agree. Then from sprite extension we'll add pane extension. So to draw anything on this stage area we need pane extension. So firstly we'll add event, like event when space key is pressed, means on the keyboard if I press space key then and then only run the below code. So we are taking one event when space key is pressed. Then firstly from pen extension erase all, means erase all whatever written over there on the stage. So it will erase and clean up the stage for us. So firstly add erase all, then set pen color. Okay, set pen color and we can take pen down also. So before drawing anything on the screen, firstly we'll define our coordinates. Suppose we have to draw a straight line, so we can start from minus x to 200, that is 200. So x is 200 and y is equal to 0, means from this point we can start. So in last lecture we have discussed that this point, at this point suppose I have to find value of x and y. So value of y will be 0 and value of x will be in minus 200. So these are coordinates. If I do maximize c, so at this point suppose we have to draw straight line from minus x minus 200 to x plus 200. So we can write program like this. Firstly go to means go to that position or that point. So then we can add go to x and y values. So here at this point x value of x will be the minus 200 to sorry y value of y is 0. Okay, so if I test these values like minus 200 and y 0, see, so this point. So from this point I have to draw up to x is equal to 200. So then I'll give x is equal to 200, y is equal to 0. So this point. So means we have to draw a line from this point to this point. So go to this point means our pen will be at this position at the start. Then pen down. So we have to put pen down to draw anything. So pen down. Then after putting pen down, then go to next point. So that is x is equal to 200 and sorry x is equal to plus 200 and y is equal to minus 0, sorry normal 0. So if I do press space now, see, then it will draw one straight line. So again we have to do pen up from this point and again we have to put pen at this position and then again we have to draw a line like this in downward direction. So we'll consider these 2 points also, like this one and this one. So at this position value of x is 0 and value of y is plus 200. So we can take third point. So firstly we have to do pen up at this point. Suppose if I will add pen up here, then we can add, after adding pen up, then go to which point, go to at this point. See, firstly we have taken this point, then second we have taken this point, and then draw line, then put pen up, sorry, pen up, and then put pen here, pen down, and then up to here. So at this point value of x will be 0 and value of y will be 200. So value of x is 0 and value of y is 200. Then now we have to do pen down. So we have to draw a line from this point to this point only. So when we are going from this point to this point, so we are taking our pen up, so it will not draw any line over there. So pen up, no pen up, pen down. So we have to put pen down, and then again last point. So our last point is that value of x is 0 and value of y is minus 200. See, if we do understand all these points, so we have firstly taken this point, then we have taken this point, then we have taken this point, and there we have taken this point. So firstly space, erase all, set pen color, go to starting point, which is x is equal to minus 200 and y is equal to 0. Then again put pen down and go to this point. Then put pen up and go to this point. Then put pen down and go to this point. Right? From this point to this point. So I'll do press space key now. See, if I press space, it will draw plus sign. So if I do press again space, then it will go at the start, but it will draw line. See, it will draw line. So to avoid this condition, we have to add pen up condition at the last. So it can go freely from last point to first point after drawing plus sign. So if I do press space now, it will not draw any mark. It will not left any mark behind. So like this we can draw a plus sign. So in this video we have seen how to draw a straight line, how to draw plus sign. Okay, so in we have another way to draw the same plus sign. Suppose if I'll erase all this, okay, I have to draw plus sign, but I don't know coordinates. So in that condition, we can use set pen color too. Then where our sprite is placed at this point, we can use controls like move 100 steps. But before that, we have to add point in direction. So like point in direction 90. So these are direction. This is 90 direction, 180 direction, minus 90 direction, and 180 or 0 direction. So point in direction 90 means point in direction like this, like in this direction. So point in direction 90, move 200 step. I'll give 200 steps total. Okay. Then before moving 200 step, I can put my pen down to draw anything. So put pen down and move 200 steps. After moving 200 steps, get back means point in direction, point in negative direction, like opposite 90 means minus 90 direction. Point in minus 90 direction. So it will return 100 steps, 100 steps back. Okay, 100. So it will return 100 step back. Then again, we have to move in upward direction 100 steps. Then again point in direction. So we have to add point in direction 0 means in upward direction 0. How many steps? 100 steps we have to move. Then finally we can set point in direction, that is downward direction 180. So point in direction like this and move 200 steps now. Move 200 steps. And last we know that we have to do pen up. So pen up. So basically condition is that point in direction means point your face in this direction means you can move in this direction. So it will point in this direction and then move 200 steps like this. Okay. Then again it will point in direction minus 90 means in this direction. So again it will point in this direction minus 90 direction. Then again it will move 100 steps. Then point in direction zero direction. Zero direction means in upward direction it will point in this direction and move upward direction. So it will move 100 steps. Okay. Then finally it will move 200 steps in downward direction, that is 180 direction. So it will move 200 steps like this. So after drawing, see, after drawing pin down, okay, pin down 200 steps and point in direction, then we have to add a pin up condition, or we can draw again. So if I do point in direction, if I place my sprite here and then if I do press space, so it will draw plus sign. Okay, if I have to rotate, I can turn 90 degree, 90 degree. If I do press, see, it will turn 90 degree space. Okay, so like this we can draw plus sign using move and number of steps, by moving number of steps. So these are two ways to draw plus sign using pen extension. So that's all in this video. We'll see how to draw different shapes in next video.